Hello and welcome to Electability Confab 1.0, which focuses on leadership, mentorship, and election. Today, people with disability PWDs vying for positions in the 2023 election will be unveiled, and various things will be known about these candidates. Join me as we find out more about the conference.
Stakeholders in the quest for the inclusivity of persons with disabilities in the electioneering process and political strata in Nigeria have called for a more enabling environment for PWDs to participate in the election process. The stakeholders made the call in Abuja at the Electability Confab 1.0 themed Election, Leadership, Mentorship, organized by the Albino Foundation with support from the European Union. In a keynote address, the chairman, Board of Trustees, TAF, Professor Vincent Anigbogo, said that changing socio-political norms and creating space for historically marginalized and vulnerable people to fill leadership roles in the society was no small task.
The World Health Organization estimates that between 15 to 20% of the world population has some form of disability challenges. PWDs make up the world's largest minority groups. And they remain the most underrepresented in parliament and political parties, which further limits their ability to directly engage in decisions that impact their lives. I do sincerely hope that this forum will provide with us useful insights that will contribute to the success of our PW candidates in the forthcoming elections, as well as boosting the confidence of current leaders and aspirants, particularly highlighting how excellent communication strategies can aid effective and successful processes.
The Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Talon, said that the Independent National Electoral Commission should ensure that it provides all necessary support for PWDs and women to participate in the general elections in 2023.
INEC must support those with disability and women. These are the two vulnerable groups that needs our total support.
Founder, TAF, Mr. Jake Epele, said that the conference was a leadership and mentorship forum targeted at PWDs contesting or aspiring to contest for elective positions in the 2023 elections, as well as appointed or decision-making positions.
If we can get one or two of them elected, they will serve as role model and people that the entire community can look onto, and they will in turn inspire others to come out and contest this election. 16% of the entire electorate will be from the community of persons with disability. And you'll agree with me that with that kind of number, we can determine who wins this election. And that's why we must come together as one to ensure that not only will our voice be heard, but our vote will also be heard.
The Canadian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Mr. James Christophe, said that the government of Canada was working with Nigeria to address some issues which include electability and other barriers to inclusion.
We are making notable progress in supporting women, in particular in Nigeria, in the electoral process, and we will continue to look for ways to assist other marginalized communities to ensure their votes are counted and their voices are heard.
In a panel discussion, the members urged PWDs aspiring to electable positions to develop their moral, emotional, and intellectual capacity, undergo ethical and moral training, and ensure that they are in proper health to be able to serve. Mr. Rilwan Abdullahi, a PWD contesting for member House of Representatives for Igabi constituency, Kaduna State, on the Young Progressives Party, said that he had been in politics for about 20 years.
In fact, the first time I came out, people were even saying the Constitution does not allow me to even contest as persons with disability. So that really made me fear. I went to engage some of the legal people to ask them whether there is provision for persons with disability to contest. So when I got the full details that there is no section of the Constitution that deprives persons with disability to acquire or to aspire for any political office. So with that, I become courageous. I became very strong to contest with my able counterpart, even though I did not scale through then. So from there, I have been having some series of political appointments. I was once an SA to the governor on NGO and student affairs. I was once a board member in Kaduna State Rehabilitation Board and several engagement politically. So if assuming I was discouraged, then I wouldn't have get to this level. So I think the experience was not too good, but that did not make me relax. I keep on struggling, and I'm sure one day I will definitely get there.
As the saying goes, disability is not a barrier, but discrimination is. Let's join hands for inclusivity. Thank you. I am Sheila Ofyong.